Hello and welcome back to Kentucky Home Garage. Today I'm working on 2004 BMW X5, and the problem with this SUV is that AC doesn't work. I did scan the complete system and we found a code in a climate control module for magnetic coupling AC compressor. That basically is the code for the coil, AC compressor coil, right there. This is a pretty basic circuit. We have a climate control module and that controls our coil. Coil is grounded through the body of the AC compressor. There's only one wire basically, that just straight wire comes from the climate control module, turns the coil on, coil gets the ground from the AC compressor, and that's how the system works. So we don't have any kind of relays or anything like that involved in the system, in a circuit. So the first, what we need to check, we need to address our ground side as well as control side of the circuit. So the ground side, first I want to check my my AC compressor to make sure that my AC compressor has a good ground that can provide the ground for the coil as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a test light. I have my key on. I'm going to take a test light, put it in battery positive. I'm going to touch the AC compressor, and if I have a good ground, my test light is going to light. So let me take it down a little bit. So I got my test light connected to battery positive, and I'm going to touch my AC compressor, and it should light. That's nice and bright. Now the same test we're going to do for our coil, and if we have a continuity inside a coil, we should see the ground on the other side of the coil. So let's do that. So I'm gonna unplug the coil at this point. I'm gonna unplug the wire. There you go. And now I'm just gonna take a test light, and I'm going to touch the wire that comes out of the coil. And again, if everything works okay, if I have a continuity, if I don't have an open in the coil, my test light is going to light. So let's try that. Alright. As you can see, it doesn't light up. So this test, it's a pretty fast and easy test that gives you idea, you know, what is going on. So right now we know for sure that we have a open in our coil. So now the next steps we have to now address, our control side of the circuit, make sure we don't have an open between our coil and the climate control module, and also we need to make sure that our module is actually alive and able to turn the coil on. So to do that, I'm going to use a bidirectional control on my scan tool. I'm going to have I got my control wire back probe, and I have my negative lead on the battery ground. And let's see, let me get my meter. There you go. So now I'm going to use my my scan tool. This scan tool has a bidirectional control, so I'm going to go and command my coil on. Component activation, go to compressor, and then once I activate the once I command my climate control module to turn the coil on, I should see 12 volts on my meter. This 4.2, I believe it's like a bias voltage the computer uses to check the integrity of the control wire. So press activated, and now I have 11.7 volts. Let me make sure you guys can see that in the camera. There you go. So this gives me I'll do it one more time. Alright, so now I know that my my control wire is okay, my climate control module is alive, and I can go ahead and change my coil. Now, what can you do if you don't have this kind of a scan tool? And again, checking a coil is pretty easy. Just put your test light to battery positive, touch your wire that comes out of the coil, and you should have a continuity. Your test light should light. Now, in order to check this power control side of the circuit without a scan tool, I'm going to use a bypass test. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my test light to battery ground. Okay, I'm going to connect the test light to battery ground, and I'm going to connect my test light to my control wire. I'm going to unplug the wire, and I'm going to connect it to control wire. Now, I'm going to start the car, and if everything is still functional, if I have enough pressure in the system, and my climate control module is going to see the complete circuit, and it will turn the system on, and basically at that time my test light should light. So let's see if that works. So now I got my control wire. Have my control wire unplugged. I'm going to take the test light. Make sure it's on the ground side of the circuit. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to start the car, and I'm going to turn my AC on, and if everything works okay, this should work. So let's see what happens. Okay, now you can see my test light is lighting. It's working. So now I know actually with this test, I know that I have enough pressure in the system, enough freon. My AC, my climate control module is working. I don't have any open in my control wire or short it to ground. And I'm gonna replace my coil, and I'll come back, and we're gonna wrap this up. Hello guys, I'm back. Well, I got this coil replaced. Here's the coil. That's the way it looks. Again, just one wire comes from the coil. Coil itself is grounded by the body of the AC compressor. I was able to get this done with the AC compressor connected to the AC system, so I don't have to recharge the system and take it, to the shop somewhere to suck the freon out and all that. But it's very tedious. It can be done. I have another video. I'm going to put the link in description, how to replace the coil on this particular compressor. And but the coil is outside of the car, but you're going to have a pretty good idea how to do it. What you got to do, you're going to have 3 bolts that holds the compressor in place. You'll have to take those bolts out and push the compressor back as much as you can, that you're going to have enough room to work in front of the compressor to take everything off, your clutch, your pulley, and your coil. But it saves a lot of money. Basically, I got this coil on eBay for like $85, and I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but it did save me a lot of money changing the compressor and taking AC system apart and all that. So now I'm just going to check the resistance on this coil. So I got both of my leads connected to my coil, and I have an open over limit. It's an open loop over the limit. So now I'm sorry guys, I didn't show you. I should get this at the beginning of the video. Now I'm gonna take you down to the compressor itself and show you how to do that test light, how to check the continuity on the coil. So basically I have my test light connected to battery positive, and I'll have to take the camera off the tripod to do this. Okay, so let's see. So right there, that's your wire that comes out of your coil. So just put your test light to positive, and by touching it, this is what you see. That confirm that your coil is okay, that you don't have an opening in your coil. So that's if you do this test and your test light doesn't light, you have an open. So you have a bad coil for sure. But again, along with your coil, you have to check your control side of the circuit as well. Alright guys, so that's it. That's how I diagnose the problem, and of course having a right scan tool, it does help a lot. That the scan tool, I was able to you know, get the code and to pinpoint me to the right direction, where to go. So knowing that coil, that I had an electrical issue in my AC system, you know, it helped me a lot. So I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope somebody's going to benefit from it, that somebody can diagnose the problem in the AC system. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna make more repair videos in future. And thanks for watching. See you next time.